Hello, everybody. First of all, my name is Maria, and I'm here on YouTube, which is embarrassing. I have a feeling that I'm not worthy, that I'm not good enough, that everyone is gonna think that I'm pain in the ass and annoying, and yeah, it's just embarrassing. Um, my goal with this is to do it anyway and uh, to build a discipline inside and hopefully a motivation and hopefully meeting other people through this and through my words and whatever I choose to uh, put on this channel. My hopes is that someone resonates with it, and just to introduce myself and describe why I choose to do this is loads of years ago. I started to really work on myself, and this is one thing that I feel is embarrassing. That oh hey here I am, Maria, and I've been working on myself, and I'm a yoga teacher, and I've been traveling to India, and I just think it's like, you know. Uh, but hey, here I am doing it, and just to be transparent and to be clear and to not I don't know if you say minimize, but to make my experience and whatever I've gone through smaller, because that's a thing that I do all the time. I just shrink all the things that I've done and mark it as unimportant and not so well done in my brain, you know. Um, but yeah, to actually say the things that I wanted to say about where I come from and who I am is dude, I don't even know how far back I should go, but when I was I don't know how old, but it was 2014. I started to study for 2 years to become a thing. Okay, so I'm Swedish, and in Swedish we say fritidsledare. And fritidsledare is a person who generally works with teenagers, like a social worker of some kind. And uh, when I did that, I also had like a therapy session with a teacher from there, because it was like the studies was a lot about yourself and to go through your own shit, and like while you actually studied psychology and how to approach people and psychology, just to be short about it. And this therapy sessions quickly escalated into me being super aware about everything in my life and super aware about myself, about my feelings, and about literally everything. And it was like a big massive express process that just like fucking took over my life. So for 2 years, more than that, but I studied for 2 years, and during this 2 years, I had shit loads of anxiety, and after a while, it escalated into panic attacks, and it just literally took over my body. Um, the fact that I actually finished the school and got my degree is, I have no idea how I did that. Um, But I did, and after that I worked with the kids in school, and I wasn't able to work a full month without being sick at least a week. And that was like every fucking month I had to call in sick, to lie about why I was home, to question myself, to feel bad about myself, and to feel like a super shitty person that wasn't able to work as you're supposed to, according to the system. And that really started to break me down. But in the same, like parallel to that, I also started to build myself up. And I did that through a lot of different things, but one of the things that was had most impact on me was yoga. And I started, I did like a basic course, I don't know how to say it, in yoga, and they covered like asanas, of course, but also like pranayama, which is the flow of prana and how to activate that and how to work with it, like breathing exercises and mantras and different meditation and kriya. I can't really know the name, but the cleansing part of yoga. Don't really know the Sanskrit name of it. So I did that. If I do like this, it's because it's shit of flies in here. I live on the countryside, and the farmers have been like putting poop all over the fields, just to, I don't know the name for it, but to put some nourishment. I don't know. You know what I mean. And it smells, and it brings shitloads of flies into my life. Yeah, so I started to do yoga, and I started to understand the foundation of yoga, the fundamental aspect of it, which was so much more than just asanas. And I was really, really interested in this. I broke up with an ex-boyfriend, and I told myself, like, hey Maria, you're going to fucking India, and you're going to do a yoga teacher training, and it doesn't really matter what you do with it, you should just do it. And my goal was not to become a yoga teacher. My goal was to go deeper into my practice and to entertain my entertain my my side of needing new stuff. So it wasn't enough for me to do some practice at home and do a course here and there. I really needed to go deeper than that and really that's the thing, like for me it's super important to be authentic in everything I do. And as well with yoga, like I literally wanted to know what is yoga and not how can I be flexible, because that's just bullshit if you ask me. And it does really help you with your personal growth to be flexible. I mean, I can be flexible but act like a piece of shit, so it doesn't really matter. So for me it was really important to really go to the root of what is yoga and how can I use it and what resonates with me. So I did, and that was fucking it was please fly, don't be here. It was so mixed. It was a month of 200 hours. It was the yoga teacher training, the first 200 hours that you do, and it was super intense. I have, just to so you can understand, like I've had a back problem in my back, of course, for now it's over 15 years. So since I was 15 or a bit before that, I started to have a lot of pain in my body, and nobody understood whatever, but like I've been dragging around with this not so healthy and strong body since I was 15. I've been trying to do loads of different stuff to heal it, but it hadn't worked. So when I got to India and did this really intense yoga teacher training, it really affected my body in a non-good way. Like, it strengthened my body and my mind and my like whole being in a lot of ways, but it also broke it down. Because it was too much pressure, it was too intense. I had not enough room in the day to how do you say återhämta? Like how the fuck? This is gonna be a hard thing for me because I'm not English, I'm Swedish, and sometimes to find words can be hard. But to say it in an easy way, I didn't get enough hours of rest, so my body couldn't really återhämta sig. And that really, as I said, broke down my body. So the last week I was just on the floor and like laying down and just like how do you know, what do you say when you like vaggar a kid? I'm asking like, how do you say, as if you can answer? You can't, and I know, but I was just laying there for a week with so much pain, and I couldn't do anything. I could just listen and observe and read. So that's what I did. But I got my what do you say, degree or diploma or whatever for that training. And after that I kept on traveling in India and also in Nepal, and that was amazing. But I also got sick, and that's a totally different story that I think I'm gonna share in a separate some way to say episode, but in a separate video. I can't really remember now what I'm actually talking about. The core of this is, why am I here? And I studied to fritidsleder, like the social worker, as I said. And then I went to this, I had I had a really hard time to just function at work, to be able to work a whole month, to be at work for a whole month. I literally couldn't do it. And because I woke up not every day, but almost every day, I woke up with a full-on panic attack. Like, literally I woke up and I was in the middle of the storm. So it was really hard for me to handle work, to handle myself, to be a good person, both professional and private. So I and that started to affect my how do you say, my confidence in myself, and my beliefs and my picture of myself. So that started to broke down and or break down, and like, I've been having this anxiety and panic attacks and a stressful nervous system, I don't know how to say it, for a lot of years. And I was trying so hard, both before my trip to India, when I got back. When I got back, I was physical sick because I had a parasite that didn't die. So I just had a parasite for fucking 6 months and more than that. But I was just so drained. I was so drained of not functioning as a fucking normal person in this society. I was tired of, from this parasite, of course, like physically. And I was tired from my back from the last, I don't know how many years it was then, but been living with pain for so many years. And at that time, I've just had a lot of things in my life that drained me. And the interesting part of it is, when I look back, I only remember positive things. I know the bad and the negative things have been there, but I just realized that in my memories, That's not the focus. The focus is of everything nice that I did. Like, I was in India, I met shitloads of people, I went around. When I worked in school, I was like, still, my heart is fucking, it's burning super fucking big and hard for a teenager and for kids. And I love them. And I'm just trying to stay on track here because there's so much stuff. And first of all, I'm the worst person at following a line. I'm like doing sidetracks of everything in my life all the time, especially when I'm talking. So this is gonna be a challenge for me. But yeah, I got back from India. I still had these panic attacks. I have an even more drained body from the parasite, and I knew that I needed to get a job. So I tried different works or jobs in this fields of like social worker, and nothing really worked. And then I found a school where kind of small school and beautiful, like how do you say, boss, chef, I don't know, like the head man of the school. Was a beautiful person. I actually talked to him yesterday, and I'm not working there anymore, but just a beautiful person, and I had a really pure, authentic, and transparent communication from the start with my about me and myself and how I worked, and with my anxiety and panic attacks and stress and drained body and everything. Because I really wanted to be transparent, so he knew which kind of person he hired and what I can give and what I need from them. So we had a really good communication. Yes, from the start. And I ended up working there for 2 years, and I fucking worked. I can't say I worked hard, but in Swedish we say jag stångade mig blodig, alltså like I fucking hit myself bloody. Like, I really did everything I could to work as a human, to be there every day, which I couldn't because I fucking woke up with this anxiety and panic attacks still. So I did literally everything I could, and I was on sick leave a lot of times, and that also broke my confidence and picture of myself down. And I got so fucking disappointed by myself that I couldn't be able to go to work every day, and I had to call in sick, and every time I did I felt like a fucking fraud, and I felt like a fucking imposter, and I hated that. And like, the only reason why I came to work was because of the kids, and because of my fucking heart is pumping for them super strong. So that was the reason why I actually came to work the days I could go to work. But for 1.5 years ago, I just said no, this is enough. I've been trying for so many years now to function as a person with a full-time job, and it's not my truth. It doesn't work with me. It doesn't resonate with me. I don't feel motivated enough to do it. And so enough was enough, because I realized that there is no one that is gonna pull the brake in my life and say, Maria, you need to rest and you need to go and do something else with your life. I realized that I was the only person who can do that, and I did. And I got so much support from my ex-boyfriend at the time, and from my friends, and from my family, and from my my colleagues and from my work, and literally from everyone around me. And I felt really empowered by the decision. So I quit my job and didn't have a fucking idea what to do. I knew that I needed to change something in my life, and if I was gonna be able to work my entire life, I was supposed to, or I had to change my strategy, and I had to change what I was doing. So I quit my job. I was homeless. I was on my way to say, but I was not. But I was. How do you say when you don't work? I didn't have any work or job or whatever. And so the question was then, okay, so what do I do with my life? Me and my ex, we started to climb a lot, and that was one of the first practical ways for me to handle my panic attacks and my stress response, because when you're up on the wall, super fucking shit scary, you need to work with your nervous system and your stress response. So I used that as a method to work with it. Didn't go that well, because at the time, me and my ex, we didn't approach climbing in the same way. So I think he had a hard time to understand my part, and I was triggered by his part. And so it wasn't the best. We weren't the best match when it came to climbing, and also when it came to other stuff. But that's why he's an ex. Though a super nice friend, a good friend for me, to me right now. But we didn't match in a lot of stuff, and that included climbing. So that became also like a more stressful thing to do. That's just a sidetrack. But I'm just gonna try to organize my brain a bit. Yeah, so I was unemployed, I think it's called, without work, and I just had no idea what to do. And then I was on a call with a person from like a psychiatrist, like a nurse, and at a clinic, and I called her like, I need some help and I do not know what to do, and the doctor is saying this and this and that, and just, can you just, I don't even know why I called that number and that clinic. I just called something because I needed some kind of guidance in life. And she was like, okay. She was super good with holding the space and meeting me in my own issues. And she was like, okay, Maria, but from what you're explaining right now, it just seems like you haven't found your own place in this world. So what do you actually want to do with your life? I was like, this and this and this and this and this, and just like gave her a lot of stuff and a lot of ideas and a lot of visions that I have. And she was like, well, Maria, it just seems like you should just go and study maybe. I mean, she gave me a tips, I don't know, she gave me a fuck it, skitsamma. She gave me I'm getting stuck on it, but she told me that she'd been studying in 2 different schools, and it's the studies that she did was about health and how to guide other people to health. So I was like, yeah, that might be something for me, because I like supporting people when I'm supporting myself also. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna look into that. And the first thing that I saw when I typed the school's name in was like a stress management coach with cognitive approach, and also it contained a lot of relaxation exercises and how to work, how to relax your system, and how to work with different parts of our minds. And yeah, it was like a holistic program about stress management and relaxation and all that. And so I applied for it. It was 1 year, and I applied for it, and I got in, and I did the studies, and now I'm done. I did the whole fucking thing, and I'm super I'm impressed by myself, and the reason why I now sit here talking to this little phone of mine, um, hoping that I will post it and hoping that someone will see it. Like, imagine if I actually upload this and there's someone looking at this. Like, if someone is looking at this, like when I say this, the person on the other side actually sees and hear me in it. And that's kind of cool. Let's see if that happens. But whatever. Why I'm here is to have some kind of platform where I can communicate, where I can share, where I can build hopefully a community over time, how I can connect with other people, and how I hopefully can influence other people to do good choices in life and to evolve and to create their own life. And I hope I really can do that by supporting and by sharing and holding space for others to explore themselves. Like, this is the goal with everything I'm doing right now in my life, like professionally, is to create a platform, or to exist on a platform where I create a space, or holding a space for other people while I'm doing it for myself also, to hold a space. So to hold a space for myself and for others, first of all for others, and for them and for me to explore myself and yourself. And there's so much beauty inside of every fucking one of us. It's just that some have like thick walls and it takes a lot of time to go into the core, and some people are just open up as books and everything in between. So I don't think that this is giving, I was on my way to say I don't think that this is giving any value to anyone, but that is just me trying to minimize my own fucking worth, and that's bullshit, Maria. Don't do that. So maybe that's the first fucking lesson. Don't fucking bullshit yourself. No, don't minimize yourself, because that's bullshit. I don't know. I think a lot of people does this, and we don't see ourselves as worthy enough to show ourselves, to expose ourselves, and the reason why I'm actually taking action and sitting here recording this is because, like a week ago, my friend Anna just posted this raw, authentic video, first video ever on YouTube, and she's amazing, and I love her, and she's inspiring, and I felt like, because I've been thinking about doing this, posting on YouTube for the last fucking 8 years or something. But I haven't, because I feel like, why should I? I'm not important. I have nothing to say. Nobody's gonna watch. It doesn't really matter, because I think that if I'm authentic and if I'm myself and if I do it and if I just keep on doing it, that will give me some results. And hopefully during my journey in this, I will help others to have results in their lives. So if you have watched this, the second reason why I actually got my fucking ass up this from this tiny little space where I've been pushing myself down for years. Sit down, Maria. Don't show yourself because you're not important. Oh, the bullshit, you know. Is because yesterday I started a 5 days challenge with 2 guys that it seems like they're pretty guys, yeah, they look pretty also, but that was not what I was about to say. But they seem to be pretty famous or big, or okay, so they know what they're doing, and they work a lot of on YouTube, and they're spiritual coaches, which I think sounds a bit like fucking spiritual coaches. Give me a fucking break. You know, I was like, oh, this is embarrassing. The one, like, you who knows what I mean knows what I mean, and maybe you can resonate and connect with me and my truth in some way, and maybe some people will get triggered by it, but I just think it's a bit like, but that's just my judgy self that's judging someone, or actually, I guess also judging myself. But that first, because we had our first session yesterday, and so Anna posting her first video, just being raw and authentic, and this guy's motivated the fucking shit out of me yesterday. And I realized that if I want to use my knowledge, and I want to use my knowledge and everything that I know, is to be able to do that, I need a platform. That's just truth of today's society. And in the end of the day, I just have to pick a platform and stick with it. And I think I'm picking YouTube. And I don't really see it as a thing. Okay, so I need to switch it up a bit. I can't sit here because I'm getting tired. So I'm gonna hold you guys instead. And the reason why this just looks more shitty. Okay, I should just practice my fucking stamina and things and put yourself there. Put yourself. Okay, guys, I'm getting tired. I'm feeling that I'm starting to be all over the place. I'm starting to sweat. I'm starting to kind of need to do something else with my life for this next hour. But to just come to an end, I need a platform, and I've chosen YouTube, and I'm gonna stick with it. It would be fun one day to do, because I've had a lot of recorded video of me trying to do my first thing here on YouTube, you know, as everyone else. And I had a lot of videos, small video clips from me trying, and like for several years ago. And it would be nice if I'm gonna, no, not if, now when I am gonna do this thing and post on YouTube, would be nice to edit a video of all this kind of short video clips from a recorded video that I've done during the years, just to show that a process is a process, and shit takes time. And it's a lot of trial and error, and yeah, that was just another sidetrack. It's gonna be a lot of sidetracks, and maybe sometimes side trends. Okay, I love side trends, but that was just a bad joke, Maria. Don't do bad jokes on YouTube. Don't do bad jokes on. Okay, guys, I'm fucking zoning off here. Just to say, I'm also in a process of exploring and understanding my mind and my brain, and I'm on my way to understand that I might have ADHD. And this comes from a person who doesn't even believe in ADHD, like way back. I've been working with kids, as I told you, and I know that it's a full-on authentic thing, so I'm not in that belief anymore. But I'm starting to realize that it's in my brain and it's in my system, So forgive me if I end up sometimes being all over the place because that's just my head. And saying that, I should go. I think I should go. And I also want to say sorry for all the words that I'm stumbling upon because English is not my native language and I'm doing my best over here. So if you want to hate me, please do. I'm just gonna hug you back. Fuck yeah, man. Loads of love, loads of good energy, good vibe, and all that. And I'm gonna I'm gonna say, see you next time, because Maria, there is gonna be a next time. Okay, there is gonna be next time, and I'm gonna stick to it. Just so you know, I do not want to be this super cool yoga influence YouTuber. I just want to be me, and I just want to share, and I just want to hold space for people and myself to explore. That's all I want to do. So goodbye, lovers. Goodbye, haters. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.